Welcome back from the break. You're watching the desk on Global Television. It's now time for us to join our guest who is reaching us from Edo State, where his name is Comrade Collins Osahai, who is a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress. Comrade Collins, thank you for joining us on the desk.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It's nice to be with you today.
All right, let's look at
it's been a while.
All right, a long while. So let's look at what's playing out. Dahosa, Dennis Dahosa, now the deputy governor candidate to go alongside Monday Okpebholo. How did the political landscape take this decision that was arrived? And is Omorige happy with this decision?
Sorry, thank you very much. For us, for majority of us in Edo, we have since resolved on Senator Monday Okpebholo, seeing his track record, his kind of person, his level of humility. So, but anyhow it has gone, Edo has since resolved to see how very best we will support Senator Monday Okpebholo to becoming the governor of Edo State. He's an outstanding man. Yes, for the order you talked about, there have been a lot of interest, and for very many people, probably know what they thought or what they wished for. But however, I really do not want to go into all of that. But I think those are stories to be discussed another day. But just as it is right now, we in Edo have not been told anything, because we only were aware that the senator and our flag bearer has gone to Abuja to pick the flag from the president as the leader of the party, to flag the flag of the party in Edo State. And we are anxiously waiting for him to return back and probably tell us some of other news we are not aware. So we do not want to talk on the basis of media reports. We want to hear from our senator when he returns back to Edo. But as a party people, we have shown our height of solidarity with Senator Monday Okpebholo, who indeed the Edo people has been yearning to see as a governor, owing to the fact that there have been a lot of decadence and failure in government administration in Edo State. Monday has been exceptional. His level of humility and meekness has been unprecedented. It's not just because he's me, but even as a senator, for all that he has achieved within this short period of being a senator representing the good people of Edo Central in the Senate, is not being over blunted, but extraordinarily recordable. And that the people have been so happy in the area of security. He has shown more concern, even more than what the governor have done. In the area of health, he has shown concern by donating a lot of mobility for invariably all the health centers and hospital in Edo Central to have succor. In the area of transport, he has shown sense of commitment by giving free commitment and free transportation to the people.
Let's look at, with this formation now, these two candidates, is there a guarantee that the PDP will be able to sweep the polls come September?
For us, as I told you, as party people in Edo, what many of us are aware about, including me, is the fact that our senator has gone to Abuja to take the flag from the leader of the party, to represent the party, to be our gubernatorial flag bearer. So we have been committed. We have been ready to helping him tell the Edo people what he can do.
Can we look at the issue of Philip Shaibu is still there? Don't you think Philip Shaibu is going to play the spoiler for the PDP?
Yes, PDP has been a very divided home for a very long time, owing to the attitude of the incumbent governor, who believes that winners take it all, and who do not believe in all that philosophy. And I can tell you, PDP is as empty as anything in Edo State. Not because PDP as an entity or as they were people who were not ready to continue to sustain their party as a party, but because when you have a leadership that is not humane, a leadership that is not humble, a leadership that feels every other person doesn't matter, and the result you get herein is that the people will be very unhappy. So majority of PDP people have been very unhappy, and with the emergence of somebody like Senator Monday Okpebholo, it has been a very good one. And that is why even all the APC have been praying that we do not have a running mate that will be so pompous, a running mate that feels nobody counts, a running mate that feels it should be all about him. And that is why we are praying and hoping that when the senator comes back from Abuja, he should be able to talk to party faithfuls and those who believe him on who he's running mate, and if there be, he would then also be advised probably on what issues should be. But for PDP, as I talk to you, yes, they already have a running mate. The governorship candidate for PDP absolutely is a nobody that is known anywhere, and PDP is leveraging on their deputy because probably their deputy has been on ground for quite some time, and is a man that has been able to reach to different set of people across party line. So probably that's why they picked him, thinking he would best help them. But for the candidate of the PDP, is really not a name that is known by any people. He has not really touched lives, but they are leveraging.
Let's look at the APC. Currently, Nigerians are suffering. The APC government on the national level now. Most people believe the APC have brought more hardship to Nigerians than any other party. Do you think the people of Edo State will still want to vote the APC to power with what the hardship Nigerians are going through with the somersaulting policies of the current government?
Thank you. I think the issues here is that even the Edo voters and the people that are well informed know that the present policies of the present administration led by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is how to make life better. He's not ready to paint the ordinary as usual. They paint the surface and make it look as if it's well. They know the president is overhauling the system to see how best things can be better, and we having a long-term benefit which will benefit your children and even my unborn grandchildren. And that is what the president is doing right now. For Edo people, they know that the policies of the president are to help us have a new and a working system. So certainly when you want to overhaul a system, there will certainly be a temporary or an immediate setback. But the overall interest is what's more important. Like, for example, in Edo State now, there are major of federal roads road have been abandoned for over 20-something years. Today, like in the Sample Road from Benin, King Square to up to Bayelsa, there is a major work that has been ongoing by this present administration, which was started about 3-4 months ago.
All right.
And the job we are seeing in that Sample Road is something that not even, if not for the removal of the subsidy, we wouldn't have seen such a job.
All right,
and so massive and unprecedented that people are so happy that they are sure that even the product from the rural area cannot get to the urban area, and we are having a project that can last 50-60 years, and that is being initiated by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Let's look at the security situation in Edo State. Pleasant. Do you think the present administration has done enough when it comes to the insecurity in the state and also the economic hardship in the state? What's the guarantee that these two big political parties, the APC and PDP, will be able to win the polls and not the maybe Labour Party or the SDP or the other parties? Do you think they stand a chance in shocking the two major political parties?
Thank you very much. But the issue too is who is on ground. In election, you must have a structure, not just by say. Who does the Labour Party have? That is what matters. Who is the candidate? It matters. In PDP, who is the candidate? In APC, who is the candidate? What can they prove as an empirical evidence? Now, you agree with me, yes, things are falling apart, especially in Edo State, because one, the closest people to the people are the local government and the state government, who by virtue of having enough funds, going to Abuja to collect our allocations, collecting the IGROs, budgeting for subsequent things that have not come to reality, we needed to ask the governor, the local government people questions. So our people have been asking the governor questions. In your budgeting, you want to set up agricultural settlement in the 3 senatorial districts. Over 7-6 years, you have continually budgeted and we have not seen one grade. We have seen other states that are functional, that are working. It's not about federal government. All our allocations and the local IGRO you have been collecting, what have you been using them for? The governor does not have any questions or even answers for all of this. And now they have been kidnapping, insecurity everywhere. Where have you? They have been budget on security. The governor, can you tell us how have you assisted both the police, the civil defense, and even the local civil defense that have been initiated, or the DSSS as it were? None of these things have been happening either as a way of vehicular gadgets, or even normal basic ones like we've seen in previous government where you have projects like Operation Thunderstorm, Scorpion and all of that to assist in the security level. The governor have not done all this. He has never even told us how he has been managing our budgetary or those money that have come both from World Bank, from interventional bodies and all of that, including CBN, or not to talk about the statutory locations that they get from federal, every month. So all these have boiled down to the fact that the governor has talked more than he has done. It's good to talk on televisions, hold the microphone and speak very big English, but the capital of it is that there is nothing to show on ground. There is nothing to show on ground. Quite sadly, right. The people have since resolved that with the administration of the governor, creating problems everywhere, fighting traditional rulers, distorting the traditional system we have in the state. Problem everywhere, fighting here, fighting there.
All right.
Collins made up their mind that they were over and through with the governor.
Okay, Collins, that's how much time we allow us to take on today's edition of the program at the desk. Hopefully, we hope to talk with you and your principal somewhere in the course of this week or next week. Hopefully, we'll get your principal live on the Global Television so we can get more updates as regards how the APC and the politics in Edo State is shaping out ahead of the 2024 September polls, where the APC, the PDP, and other parties will be staking for the #1 seat of the state. All right, this is how much time is going to let us take. I want to say thank you to our first guest in the person of Dr. Moses Sali for joining us, and also Comrade Collins Osahai. Thank you very much for joining us on the program this evening, and thank you for your analysis of what the people of Edo State are expecting ahead of the polls. All right, thank you, Collins. All right, so that's how we call it a wrap on today's edition of the program, The Desk. My name is Anthony Momodu, saying thank you for joining us on today's edition. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be more exciting as we look at salient issues making the rounds in Nigeria. Good evening.